Hey everyone, this is Odin again with another Java programming tutorial episode. This is episode 6, I think, and today we will talk about variables. So, last time, if you remember, here, let me go and start making the class. So, last time we talked about relational operators, such as the less than, and equal to, greater than, equals, and all of that stuff. And this episode, we are going to be talking about variables. So people who have done other programming languages should know what variables are. However, this tutorial is for people who don't have programming experience, so I'm here to show you. So if you remember in when I talk about data types, I talk about their integers, strings, floats, doubles. Now those come in. Those are important to think about when you're making variables. So let's go ahead and make a variable called I and set equal to 10. So if you want to make an integer variable, you have to do int. Now, and then let's call it I and set it equal to 10. Now, let me explain what this line is. So, this part, int, is the type of variable. So then you state the letter or the name of the variable. It can be any name. It can't be a keyword such as main. Well, hold on. Or you can't put call it public or static. Right? If it shows up in blue, that means you can't use it. However, I is not a method, so you can use it. Now, what you could do is you could declare it like so. This would be a undefined integer or variable. But instead we say equals 10. Now, the equal symbol means assignment. If you remember before, we used equals equals, which means is it equal to, but 1 equals is assignment. So you're assigning the value of 10, which is this right here, to I. So if that's confusing, let me say it one more time. To declare a variable, you put the type. The type I'm teaching you today is int, which means integer. And you put the name of the variable right here, which can be anything as long as it's not a keyword. Then use the equal symbol to assign this value, which comes after it, to the variable. Alright, so you can also print variables. So if we do system.out.print line, we can do print I. So you just type in the name of the variable and it will print the variable. Now it's not going to print the letter I, it's actually going to print 10 because that's what we assigned I to. So yep, it says 10. So let's we can also change it to anything else. Any integer works. So let's say we do 20. And it prints out 20, just like we assigned it. So now variables are case sensitive. So if we declared a lowercase I over here, however, if we say we want to print the uppercase I, and we try to run it, it says this is an unknown variable because Java is case sensitive, so it has to be a lowercase I. So now let's make something a little more complicated. Whoops. Alright, so we have I set to 20, and let's make another variable called j. So if you remember how, do int j equals, let's set to 10. And let's also print that out, like so. Right, so now when assigning a variable, you can also put other variables in the assignment. So for example, let's declare int k. Now we want k to be the sum of I and j. So you just do it like this. You set k equal to I plus j. Right, it's just that easy. We can also print it out as k. So we see assign 20 to 10, 10 to j. Print both of those out. We make k the sum of I and j. So if we print it out, it should say 20, 10, and 30. let's see if it works. Yep, 20, 10, 30. Now let's make a another variable. Let's call it x. So we say we can do the sum. We can do other operators too. For example, we can set x equal to the product of I and j. If you remember how to do product, it's just using the asterisk. Let's go ahead and also print that out as x. So x is I times j. I and j are 10 times 20, so it should be 200. Let's see if we are right. So I got an email. Alright, so yeah. If we come up here, let's change the value of I to 500. And it should adjust everything, so it should do 500, 10, 510, then 5,000. Let's see if it works. And it did. So yeah, those are variables, very basic variables that we learned today in this episode. We'll go more in depth on them later. As I said, we've only learned one variable type, the integer. So yeah, look forward to the next episode where we will go more in depth with the variables. So yeah, have a good day and see you guys later.